Cynthia Robertson here. Powerlessness. I've been feeling it a lot lately. There's been some water damage to the place that I'm staying at, and it has. I don't own the place, and it's 2-story, and there's people above, and I again don't own the place. I have no jurisdiction whatsoever, and I was really frustrated because it affects us, but it's not anything I can do anything about. I can be here when the owner wants to have somebody come and look at it and have the insurance agent look at it and blah, 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 blah. But for me, I was getting so angry yesterday. And I needed to take care of my anger. It was early evening, kind of at dusk, and I knew I needed to just get out of the house. And I have spoken about this before, like it's really important to have a list of things that you know that can kind of calm you down, you know, be it if you're a very anxious person or not. I'm not necessarily really always anxious, but I've shared these kinds of things with people who have anxiety, and it's helpful, but it takes effort. And so I had to, I knew I was angry and I was feeling powerless, and I had a lot of energy, but it's very hot where I am, and I would normally go to the beach, but the beach seemed not a good idea. Like that could be even more frustrating on that particular day. So I got in the car, put the air conditioning on. At least I'm cool, right? And I looked at my little list that I have, and I'm like, birds, look at nature. So I took myself to the Audubon Rookery, and again, it was too hot for me to feel like it was good to walk around. So I just sat in my car. Got something cold. I had gotten something cold to drink before, and sat in my car and watched the birds. And it was good, but they were like really far away since I couldn't walk towards them. So it was kind of hard to see. And really, enjoy the flight and all that. And I realized I needed something more. That this was helpful. It got me a step below. I wasn't angry anymore. I just realized how powerless I feel. And then just care for myself in that powerlessness. And so like I was asking myself, what else do I like to do? I look at my list, I'm like, flowers, and I like hardware stores because I like construction stuff. And I'm an artist, I like this. So like going to places like Lowe's and Home Depot and Ace Hardware is fun for me. So I thought, well, I'll just take myself to Lowe's. So I went to Lowe's, and I got what I needed a little bit. There's some things that I needed for the household that I got. And then I took a walk through their nursery, and that was helpful, like looking at the pretty flowers, feeling the textures of the leaves. I was smelling them, but none of them smelled like anything, which was kind of sad. I don't know what that means. So I was kind of also envisioning like a garden in my head kind of thing. Again, I don't live here, so it's not like I can make my own little garden, and I don't have direct sun for a lot of the plants that I liked. But it was pretty just to imagine what it would feel like. But again, I needed a little bit more. So I got back in the car, and I turned on the radio. And I got myself something to eat, So I'm sitting in the car and eating, and I'm listening to the radio, and I'm singing out loud and humming, because humming also is very important for like the nervous system. So I was humming and singing, and that was better. So then I thought, okay, I can go back, because by this time it's kind of late. And I went back to where I'm living. And I realized that, well, maybe I could listen. So then I put on YouTube comedy, like stand-up comedy, so I could laugh. A lot of times I'll watch a funny movie, but I needed something kind of more immediate than a whole movie. So I did that. And then I love show tunes. So I put on like one of those little excerpts that people do on YouTube about, like what is the best, dance moves or song from soundtracks. So I did that, and again, singing out loud and enjoying them. And by the time I was ready to go to bed, I was calm and peaceful. And I could just pick up my book and start reading and realize there's not anything I can do. So I would love to hear what you do to calm yourself down, to get more centered, to let the angst and the stress of the world go. And maybe you can add things to my list. I would love to hear from you. So thank you. Bye-bye.